Welcome back, everyone. Sheepdog Smokey here, and we have yet more proof that liberals are hypocrites. But before we get started, remember to like and share the video, as well as to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you're the first to know of all new content as it is posted. But jumping right in, Shannon Loftus of Microsoft Studios berates a woman and insults her for not bowing to the liberal agenda. It seems that Shannon Loftus, the general manager of Microsoft Studios, despite always having been outspoken, is facing no repercussions at all for her inexcusable behavior. You see, just a couple of days ago, someone pointed out wrongly that an AR-15 is an assault weapon. It's not. It is a semi-automatic rifle. I've made the point that it is only different from the Mini 14 in looks. You could walk up to a range with an AR-15 and a Mini 14, both with a full 30-round magazine. Fire 5 rounds, switch magazines, and you could continue firing, because functionally, the AR-15 and the Mini 14 are the same weapon. The liberals only want the AR-15 banned because it looks scary. But when someone points out that the AR-15 is actually not as good as some other weapons when used for any purpose, they're called horrible things. I have been to the range with a shotgun for skeet shooting, pump, and semi-automatic. I've even used a breech loader. I'm actually faster with the pump shotgun than the semi-automatic. It's what I know. I've been to the range with an AR to sight it in and to get some time on the range. I'm not the marksman I want to be yet, but I typically fire maybe 5-6 rounds a minute. Okay? That's every 10 to 12 seconds, because I'm having to make sure I'm on target, make sure I'm not shooting too high or low to damage the range, all those things. When I go to the pistol range, in about 60 to 65 seconds, I can fire 9 to 12 rounds, depending on the sidearm I take with me. And that's because a pistol is much easier to handle. It's easier to get back on target. My pistol is weighted so that it does not jump around. Okay, I don't like composite. I want metal, and that weight helps control. The AR has more composite. It's longer. The muzzle, the muzzle is designed to redirect some of the energy, but still, the arguments made are laughable. I can remember seeing Shannon Watts saying anything designed to fire more than 10 rounds in a minute should be banned. I can walk outside empty-handed, find and throw 8 to 10 rocks in 20 to 25 seconds. Okay? That is 16 to 20 rocks found, picked up, and thrown in under a minute. The weapons are not, quote, designed to fire multiple rounds per minute. They are designed to fire one round every time you pull the trigger. They are not automatic weapons. They are self-resetting. Okay? When you fire a round, the expanding gas blows the bolt back, ejects the spent shell. A new one is pushed into place by a spring, and the bolt moves forward, loading it. But it will not fire until you release the trigger fully and then action it again. But of course, none of this ever is allowed in a liberal argument. When Hunter points out to Fred Gutenberg, one of the gun control advocates, that firing 17 shots in about 6 minutes over 3 floors, that's not in any way, Mr. Gutenberg, what an AR-15 is designed for. It was misused because, Mr. Gutenberg, I'm going to break something to you. Murder is illegal. Carrying any firearm onto the campus of MSD Stoneman Stoneman High was prohibited by the gun-free zone. Yet Cruz still did, and a tragedy ensued. But look at Virginia Beach. That was a pistol. You look at Sandy Hook. It was a pistol. The AR was left in his vehicle. You look at the STEM shooting very recently. That was a pistol and a shotgun. The only common factor is someone with evil intent. But, of course, the love and peace and tolerance crowd doesn't care for any of this. Hunter did not threaten anyone at all. He pointed out that a bolt-action rifle can fire as fast as you can make it fire. Blowing their semi-automatic is horrible argument out of the water. So, of course, she says, reported. Now, Hunter's tweet is still up, so either the Twitter mods have grown a brain or she didn't. But then, Emmy Oliveira, who responded rightfully to Loftus, was told to shut up. It wasn't math. It was a taunt. No, it wasn't, Shannon. It was math. Then she goes on. And she keeps going on. And then the very last one is very telling. That Shannon Loftus, the person who says that they're a liberal and thus at least tacitly part of the peace, love, and joy crowd, goes directly for a personal insult. Goes directly to body shaming, to use one of their terms. I don't play a lot of video games. I haven't owned an Xbox in several years. I've never owned a 360 or any of the higher ones. I had an original Xbox so I could play Halo. When it sat gathering dust for 9 months, I sold it. Same with my PlayStation. I'm not a gamer. So I honestly didn't know who this person was until this, but she's apparently the general manager of Microsoft Studios, which would be the people producing video games. And I don't know about you, but if I was running a company where one of my GMs was regularly spreading lies and insults all over Twitter, and then giving crap like this by saying, it's the time of the year when I have to try real hard to behave well on Twitter. Well, one, you should behave all the time. You are an extremely public figure, representing a billion-dollar company. And Miss Loftus, it's people like you that ensure I will never own a Microsoft gaming product ever again. Period. But you notice that was on May 30th, and just 2 days later, she is brutally switching directions. She is body shaming, she is insulting, she is being vulgar. And that's within a couple of days of saying, it's the time of year when I have to work real hard to behave myself on Twitter. The hypocrisy of liberals knows no bounds. This woman is just another liberal, hell-bent on controlling the world. She is one of the people responsible for putting out video games that exploit firearms. A lot. Okay? When you look at Call of Duty, when you look at any first-person shooter, they're specifically programming in firearms that are illegal to own in the U.S. And then, after glorifying this kind of stuff, they rant and rail that you don't need guns. This is the same as putting advertisements for sugary crap all over children's TV and then complaining that children eat too much sugary crap. It makes no sense. If I were Bill Gates, I would be telling her, shut up and get off Twitter. You're deleting all social media now. or you can resign. I don't want someone like this running any division of my company, because this gives that company a horrible name and a horrible reputation. But that's just me. I honestly don't expect Gates to even respond to something about this. I don't know. But I've talked long enough. Make sure to let me know what you think. Just keep it civil. We don't learn from argument. We only learn from debate. As always, again, please remember to like and share and subscribe to this channel so that you're kept up to date. Just turn on notifications so that you know when new content has been posted. Until next time, everyone, have a wonderful day.